Naoya Inoue is a complete monster, and he's just a different beast on a different level from the rest of the competition. The man, I think is going to be one of the best fighters of all time. I think he's going to go down as an all-time great, man. I think he's going to be a legend. I really do. I think he's already a 4-division world champion, so how good can you get? But, like, you know, he's 30 years old. If he continues this trajectory, I really do believe he can be one of the best fighters of all time, or at least talked about as a Manny Pacquiao or a Floyd Mayweather, someone on that level. I believe he really can be that level. And, you know, Naoya Inoue, for me, he is the pound-for-pound #1 in the world. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, that is an amazing fight. They're both truly amazing fighters, but I believe that the winner of that should just be rightfully the pound-for-pound #2. Now, don't get me wrong, if Spence or Crawford does something like knocking the other guy out, if they win very impressively, then I think they definitely have a case for jumping Inoue. But right now, what Inoue is doing to the opponents, especially on this little streak, what he did to Paul Butler, what he did to Nonito Donaire, he has just looked incredible in these last couple of fights he's had. And he just looks really unstoppable. His power, it looks just as hard as ever. I mean, he's KOing guys left and right. And now he's KOing guys at 122 pounds, which is just incredible. So what I have done is I have composed a ton of pictures and a ton of media from the fight. And I'm going to try and show you guys, you know, the breakdown of how Naoya Inoue was able to dismantle Stephen Fulton over 8 rounds of boxing and was eventually able to find the finish in the 8th round. And it was a brutal one at that. So I will go ahead and put those up there for you guys. And so I'm going to be breaking you guys down and walking you guys through it so you guys can understand what Naoya Inoue was doing to confuse Stephen Fulton. And for any of those Stephen Fulton fans out there that are worried or sad right now, I do believe Stephen Fulton will be back because, honestly, I don't see Naoya Inoue sticking around long at 122 pounds. I really don't. I believe that Naoya Inoue is going to fight for undisputed later this year, and he's going to become a 2-time undisputed champion at 2 weight classes, which is just insane. And then I believe he's going to be off to, you know, whatever is next for him at another weight class. I believe he's going to make the jump up to 126 pounds. And then, you know, maybe he gets a title there. But, you know, the fights that everybody wants to see are at lightweight. Let's just be honest. But Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, those guys are really big. And I just don't know if Naoya Inoue can compete with that size against a guy like Gervonta Davis, because Stephen Fulton was able to find some shots on Naoya Inoue. And if those shots are landed by Gervonta Davis, I don't believe that Naoya Inoue is going to be able to take them as well as he did from shots from, you know, Stephen Fulton. Anyway, I believe everybody would love to see Naoya Inoue fight up in weight. And I do believe it'll happen. I believe he'll have more success at 126 pounds, though, than if he goes even higher than that. But we will see. And there's a ton of interesting matchups for Naoya Inoue. And I believe that Stephen Fulton will be able to reclaim a belt once Naoya Inoue has left the 122-pound division. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think of this fight? Let's get right into the breakdown.
Immediately, you could see that the size difference was a huge deal, and Stephen Fulton was really much bigger than Naoya Inoue in this fight. Immediately, you can see what Naoya Inoue is going to target the entire night, and it is that left jab right there to the body. Boom. Right there. That's the shot, and that's what Naoya Inoue is going to look for the entire night, and that is eventually what is going to lead to the finish. But here you go. Immediately, and it was going very much unnoticed. There it is again, right? That shot was going well unnoticed by everybody. Immediately after, here still in the first round, Naoya Inoue targets that shot to the body yet again. And it's not much, but it is just drawing the attention from, you know, whatever else Naoya Inoue is trying to do. And this right here, those good looping right hands that are landing, that lands on the guard, but is preventing Stephen Fulton from landing and moving to that right side over there. That is what Naoya Inoue is attempting to do. And, you know, Naoya Inoue was just in control of this fight. And breaking it down, you can just see in the slow motion, there it is right there. Naoya Inoue goes again for that body shot. And this combo right here, boom, 1-2. That is the combo that later ends the fight, is the body shot, jab, and then the right hand over the top. And that is what finished the fight later in the fight. But it was just an incredible display from Naoya. You can keep seeing it. There it is again. Same round. and he's not even spacing it out too much. He's literally just going for that jab to the body, and occasionally he throws in the jab to the body and then the right hand over the top. Right here you can see right hand over the top, and again Stephen Fulton is just moving to his left, which is moving into the power right hand of Naoya Inoue, and you can just tell from that is restricting the movement that Stephen Fulton is normally known for, right? That's what Stephen Fulton does, is move, and Naoya Inoue was trying to take that away with his power. Right here is a beautiful pull counter. Look at how Naoya Inoue pulls back on that shot. You see him, you don't even see what's coming right now. And then boom, right over the top is just a little left hand that lands on the back of the head of Stephen Fulton. But you can just tell Naoya Inoue is just seeing things that other people just aren't seeing, and those pull counters are just beautiful. There's just a right hand that gets through. This is at the start of the second round. That right hand just gets right through on Stephen Fulton and actually gets the attention of Stephen Fulton. Okay, it wasn't a bad shot, but it did get the attention of him. And then occasionally, instead of going to the body, Naoya Inoue was just working that jab, and then boom, 1-2, and it just, a lot of stuff was hitting off the guard in the beginning, but that was made to wear Stephen Fulton out over time, and you can immediately see right there what Naoya Inoue is going for. 1-2, 3 to the body. Perfect stuff right there. And Naoya Inoue is not afraid to throw combinations, and right there he throws an uppercut, I think, to the body, and you can see it's just what's incredible about Naoya Inoue. And then he backs up, and you think that's the end of the combination, correct? Wrong. Naoya Inoue immediately turns that into a left hook that actually does land off the guard of Stephen Fulton. It doesn't rock him, but it does get the attention of him. Okay, this is what Naoya Inoue is just good at doing, is just hitting shots off the guard. Even if it's not, landing flush, it is still, you're still going to feel it. There, yet again, jab to the body. And I mean, it's just over and over and over. And eventually, you're going to start to bring your hands down to try and block that body, because that body eventually is going to start hurting. And see, there it is again. And right there, you can see Stephen Fulton starts to drop his hands. And this is early as the second round. And Naoya Inoue can already see that, Stephen Fulton is starting to drop his hands sometimes. There it is again. I mean, it's just relentless here by Naoya Inoue. And people just did not see it for some reason off the bat. I mean, I'm sure some people saw it, but it just wasn't widely seen, I feel like. And it was just over and over. Naoya Inoue was just going to the body with that jab on Stephen Fulton. Right here, you think that this right hook is going to land. It's hard to tell if it actually does land, but then Naoya Inoue is able to land a slapping left hook that just hurts Stephen Fulton. And it's just like, you don't even see that. Like, I didn't even see that when I was watching the fight live. Naoya Inoue goes down and then just hits that looping left hook. That's set up all by that jab to the body. And, Stephen Fulton thought he was going to time it there and just was not able to. And the weird thing about Naoya Inoue is he is standing right in front of you, and somehow you just cannot hit him, and he is just hitting back. Right there, you can see Stephen Fulton tries to throw some offense, immediately gets slipped and countered right there by Naoya Inoue with a beautiful big right hand that lands flush on Stephen Fulton's chin. And I give credit to Stephen Fulton. He was taking these shots well in the early times. And that is moving his body backwards. That is what these shots from Naoya Inoue are doing. And then yet again, right there, you can see that's that left hook, the straight jab to the body that Naoya Inoue has just been landing throughout the entire fight. It's just really an incredible display from Naoya Inoue, implementing a game plan and sticking with it. Right here is the exact same combination that ends the fight. 1-2 right over the top. That right there is what got Naoya Inoue this victory, and that right there is what was, the factor in Naoya Inoue winning this fight. It's just that jab. That jab was just on point tonight. He was jabbing to the body, and then eventually, coming over the top. And then right there, boom, jab to the body again, under the jab of Stephen Fulton, which is just crazy. Right there, you can see another jab that just lands to the body, which is just crazy. You can continue to see Naoya Inoue just implementing this game plan and, just doing what he needs to do to win this fight. Naoya Inoue, perfect right there again. Jab to the body. That's what he's doing. Over the top, right there, 1-2. Jab low, 1-2. And that right there is what rocked Stephen Fulton here in round number 8. And this was the seminal blow of the fight. And it pushes Fulton back. And you know what? Stephen Fulton really should have just stayed down right here. He should have gone down with the punch, but it's hard to think when you're rocked like that, because what he tries to do is get up, and when he gets up right here, that left hook from Naoya Inoue is literally waiting on him right there, like the meteor waiting for the dinosaurs. It's just waiting to hit him, and then boom, what do you do right there? That's literally the meteor hitting the dinosaurs right there, waiting to hit him. Boom, there it goes. Just lands directly on the chin of, Stephen Fulton. And that's just wraps right there, man. That was the ending of the fight. I mean, I know he got back up after this knockdown. He did get back up, which was cool, but I mean, there wasn't really much done after this knockdown. It probably could have been stopped right here. I did see some controversy saying, oh, did his gloves touch the ground? But I mean, he should have just stayed down, honestly. And, getting up right here was probably not the smartest thing to do, but you know what? I respect it from Stephen Fulton, trying to be a warrior, and, that's what he did. Really didn't have to take this fight with Naoya Inoue, but he did. And as soon as he got up, Naoya Inoue, you know how Naoya Inoue gets when he's hunting for the finish. It is just an incredible pace, and it's just shots after shots after shots. Combinations that really never stop when Naoya Inoue is hunting for that finish. He will just go all day looking for the finish until you fall. And that is what he did to Stephen Fulton. Just landing left hand, right hand, left hook. I mean, it's just an incredible display of just showing his whole arsenal right there. Just trying to get, a guy who's just covering up, but he is just knocking him senseless, even covering up. So, that shot broke the guard right there. You could tell. Just gets through. You can see it. Now his face is exposed. Boom, lands the left hook right there on the chin yet again. And, the ref, he eventually, right here, he starts to step in. And, Stephen Fulton's right here is falling to the ground. And that was the wrap. That was wraps, man. That was it. That's how Naoya Inoue did it, man. Just that jab to the body, just working that over and over. And then, jab, and then going up high with it. That was really just how Naoya Inoue won this fight and was able to take control of it, was just with that jab to the body, and then coming up top with that right hand was eventually how he found the finish. And, his combinations punching at the end is just incredible. And Naoya Inoue is just an incredible fighter for seeing and being so defensively responsible while still punching that heavy is just insane. He's got a great defense while punching heavy offense. So really incredible performance from Naoya Inoue. Nothing but respect for him, and nothing but respect for Stephen Fulton as well for being a warrior and taking this fight. And, there's big things for Naoya Inoue in the future. And he's already, probably one of the biggest stars in boxing right now. I mean, when you think about it, he's one of the biggest for sure. And so there's a lot to do with Naoya Inoue. And I could see a time in, the future where he fights up at lightweight and he has a super fight against Gervonta Davis. I think we could all see something like that happening for Naoya Inoue and it being like the fight of the century for the 2020s. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of Naoya Inoue's performance? And, where do you guys think this man is at on your pound-for-pound ranking? Because, for me, he's number one, but I know for a lot of people they've got Spencer Crawford above him, especially after Saturday. But let me know how you guys thought this fight went, and let me know where you guys think he's on the pound-for-pound rankings. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. Thanks for the support, and peace out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. I'll be doing UFC 291 predictions. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.